She said she actually terrified herself while filming Obsession, and what makes that even more unsettling is that it wasn't the script doing it, it was her. Inde Navarrette is quickly becoming one of horror's newest breakout names, but this role didn't just push her career forward, it pushed her straight into the kind of emotional territory most actors avoid. And what she went through on set is far more intense than most fans realize. Because long before she became a rising scream queen, her story didn't start in Hollywood. It started in a simple school program where everything unexpectedly changed. As a kid, she joined a YMCA drama class just for something to do after school. But while other kids were doing experiments and science projects, she was discovering something else entirely. That performing felt like stepping into another world. A teacher noticed it early, told her mother she had something special, and that moment quietly set everything in motion. But here's where it gets interesting, because her connection to horror didn't come from movies alone, it came from home. Growing up, her family loved horror films, the kind most kids probably shouldn't be watching. That mix of fear and fascination stuck with her. At the same time, she was also sensitive to it, meaning horror didn't just scare her, it stayed with her. And somehow, that contradiction became her advantage. Fast forward to Obsession, where she plays Nikki, a character that isn't just one version of a person but several. There's the soft, emotional Nikki, and then there are the darker, more unstable versions that emerge when things spiral out of control. She even described building the role by imagining what would happen if intrusive thoughts weren't filtered at all, just turned up to the maximum. And that's where things started to blur. Because the performance didn't stay in her head, it started affecting how she saw herself. She admitted there were moments she couldn't stand watching herself on the monitor. At times, she became so disconnected from the image that she avoided mirrors altogether, relying completely on the director to shape the physicality of the character. What makes this even more intense is how collaborative it became. Instead of giving her strict instructions, the director pushed her to explore discomfort, to push expressions, reactions, and emotional extremes until something unpredictable emerged. And that unpredictability is exactly what makes Nikki so unsettling on screen. But behind all of that, there was a bigger conversation happening. The film plays with the idea of the obsessive girlfriend trope, a label often thrown at women in cinema without context. And Inde was very aware of that. She didn't want Nikki to become a joke or a stereotype. She wanted her to feel real, even in her most chaotic moments, so the goal wasn't just horror, it was understanding. Still, as the buzz around her performance exploded online, she made a surprising choice. She stepped away from social media reactions entirely. No scrolling, no comments, no noise, only feedback delivered through people she trusts in real life. Because for her, this isn't just a viral moment, it's the beginning of something bigger. And maybe that's why horror fits her so well. She's not just acting in it, she's learning to live inside it. Practical effects, extreme scenes, emotional breakdowns, all of it became part of the experience. And instead of pushing her away from the genre, it pulled her deeper in. Now she's saying something unexpected. If horror will have her, she's staying. And after Obsession, it doesn't feel like a phase. It feels like the beginning of something she was always meant to step into, even if it scared her first.